Today I'm going to talk to you about the Recon Rifle from 360 Precision. My name is Dan Cogan. I'm the owner and founder of 360 Precision, and I want to talk to you today about why we made this rifle the way that we did. The Recon is basically an out-of-the-box solution where you don't have to go and change a bunch of components after you've bought the rifle. This is a rifle that you can just basically pick up out of the box, take it to the range, and shoot it. And what I'm going to do is go over the components that we've selected that I've picked out specifically to make this rifle that out-of-the-box solution. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the barrel. The barrel I picked was an SPR contour. It's a heavier contour, but that's going to allow for greater accuracy. So I wanted a high accuracy rifle. It's a 16-inch barrel. But in order to save some weight, we dimple the barrel. So basically we take it into one of our CNC machines, we dimple the barrel, you can see here, and that's going to help reduce your weight. What we also then get as an advantage to this is we get increased surface area. That's going to help with temperature. So it's going to keep the barrel cooler. By keeping the barrel cooler, we're going to allow this barrel to also improve and keep its accuracy. So again, keeping a cooler barrel is really going to help with maintaining the accuracy of this rifle. So once we've dimpled it, we take it and we Cerakote it. So you can see it here. This is a completed barrel ready to go to assembly that's now been dimpled and Cerakoted in-house by us. So that's our first component. We then decided, since I wasn't really a big fan of A2 flash hiders, the A2 birdcage flash hiders that you see on a lot of common rifles out there, we wanted to use a muzzle brake. So the muzzle brake is basically going to help with recoil mitigation. It's going to make it a much more pleasurable shooting rifle for you. It's going to also help with the ports that are on top, are going to help with muzzle flip. So basically you're going to be able to maintain your acquisition of target and again have that reduced recoil, which again is all going to help with those follow-up shots and staying on target. So this is a huge improvement. If you get to go shoot this rifle at the range, it's basically a much more pleasurable experience. It's easier to shoot all day long, and you're going to love having it out there. The next thing that we picked was we have an adjustable gas block. The adjustable gas block here is standard on the rifle, again out of the box, and it is going to allow you to adjust the amount of gas flow back towards you. So that's going to come in benefit for two reasons. One, you can adjust if there's too much gas blowback that you're getting into your face and so forth that you get a lot of times on different rifles. You can adjust that gas flow down and then prevent some of that gas from coming back into your face. It also, if you were to add a suppressor to the end of the rifle, you can adjust the amount of gas flow so that the rifle cycles properly. That again can all be done standard out of the box with the adjustable gas block. The next piece that we have here is I wanted a handguard that was going to be a very low profile, very solid piece, but was also going to have Picatinny up at the front. So what we did, instead of having to add Picatinny accessories to the rifle, to the handguard, we basically integrated that with still keeping that very, very slim profile. So you basically get Picatinny up at the front on all four sides of it, as well as on both sides and the bottom, you have M-lock the whole way up. So it makes it very easy to add attachments to this rifle without having to add any bulk to the overall rifle itself. Again, going to also help on weight for your handguard. With the handguard being so narrow, we did need to make sure that there was almost zero deflection on the rifle. So when this rifle gets clamped down onto the upper receiver, we needed to prevent any sort of deflection from happening. So what we developed was a clamping system that you have your barrel nut that gets threaded onto the upper receiver. We have this clamp that basically goes in, and we use two jack screws through the handguard that come and press this up and lock it in against your barrel nut. We then take a third screw that has a brass tip. That brass tip goes through the handguard, through the clamp, and basically presses up against the barrel nut. That is going to help pull that handguard back to your upper receiver and lock those in place, making for a very secure connection. Next, we have our bolt. So our bolt selection, initially, we were using a carpenter steel for the bolt. After 9,000 rounds of a torture test without cleaning the rifle, we had a failure. So we decided to go with a 9310 bolt, which is what you see here. This is about 7% stronger than your standard carpenter steel that you find. So the 9310 steel is a much more durable and stronger steel. We also selected a bolt that's DLC coated, so that's diamond light coating. This is a very slick coating. So that's going to help allow this rifle to run in harsher environments when it gets dirty and so forth. This particular coating that gets put onto here is one of the best coatings out there, and it's why I selected it to be the bolt that we chose for the Recon rifle. We have our Trigger Tech trigger. This is a 2-stage trigger. It is a 3.5 pound weight for the trigger. It's a simple drop-in trigger, can be used in any rifle. Once you get a chance to use this rifle and get your hands on this rifle, this is probably going to be your trigger of choice. This is a phenomenal trigger. I absolutely love the Trigger Tech triggers. It comes with a flat shoe and really super crisp, great break. Reset is amazing. So a phenomenal trigger that you get, again, standard in the rifle that just makes this a phenomenal value. Again, I think if you get a chance, get your hands on this, give this trigger a squeeze, and you're going to be sold and a Trigger Tech customer most likely for life at that point. So next we used case hardened takedown pins. So I was, again, really trying to build durability into this rifle and just picking every single component that was going to just make this rifle over the top for you guys. So what we did is we picked case hardened pins. And one of the things I really like about these pins is they have a small groove right here at the end, and hopefully you can see that. So this groove basically allows you, when you're trying to do your takedown, you can just simply just kind of grab in there and it just very easily pulls in or pulls out, and you can just push it back in. So taking the rifle down becomes very easy with that small little groove. It's just a little tiny things, right, that we've kind of put onto the rifle to just make it that much better for you guys. The next thing that we did is it's a fully ambi rifle. So that starts with, we have a charging handle. We have an ambidextrous charging handle. You can pull on either side to use your charging handle. We have an ambidextrous safety here. So you can simply, with your left or right side, flip your safety. Very nice. We have an ambidextrous bolt drop. So you can drop your bolt the standard way by hitting your bolt drop on your left side. But we also have a paddle. So if you want to drop your bolt, you simply just reach your finger up to here and press down on this, and it's basically going to drop your bolt. So it makes it very easy to charge the rifle on the fly. You don't have to basically chamber around until you're absolutely ready. And this way you, again, don't have to go to your left side to drop that bolt. So that makes it very nice and basically a fully ambi piece there. We have a thrill grip that we use. So this grip, if you look at it, is a little bit more vertical than your standard grip. Coming from a precision accuracy viewpoint, having that slightly more vertical grip is going to be better for accuracy. So the reason that we use that on this rifle is the improved accuracy that you're going to get out of this rifle. It's a really solid grip. Really like the grip that we picked for this rifle. We have your stock here. It's adjustable. You have 4 QD mounts into it. You have 2 on the right and 2 on the left, so allowing you to put any QD attachments onto the stock. We also have on the back here, we have 1 QD hole that's on the back end right near the castle nut. And then we have 2 QD holes on your handguard, so 1 on either side, right and left. For the mag well, we flared the mag well so that basically makes it very easy to do mag changes. So an improvement over a lot of other rifles. This is going to make it easier when you try to insert that magazine. It's going to be easier to find and guide it up inside of the rifle. So we basically flared our mag well as a standard, again, function of our lower receiver. So all of that goes into just an exceptional rifle. Overall quality, every rifle, the lower receiver, the upper receiver, and the handguard goes through our CMM machine to verify all the tolerances are within spec. I really wanted to make sure that when we produced a rifle, this is our flagship product. It is a phenomenal rifle for the value and feel like it almost can't be beat from that standpoint. I wanted to deliver, again, a rifle that you basically out of the box could take to the range and just absolutely, it's just a perfect rifle for that beginner shooter, that advanced shooter, intermediate. It doesn't matter. It's gonna you're just gonna love it no matter what, and really think that it's just a phenomenal value for what you get. So just remember, if you get a chance, go click the subscribe and the bell, for us. I would appreciate it, and we'll continue to produce great rifles as well as great content for you guys.